Have you ever felt that insistent hum, that societal pressure to announce every goal, share every tiny step, or meticulously explain every single
I don't
ambition?
know, absolutely. It's almost ingrained now, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
But our sources today, they dive into a truly fascinating counter-narrative, one that boldly suggests the most powerful moves you'll ever make are, well, often the ones nobody sees coming.
Yeah, and what's genuinely striking about the material we're exploring, especially these insights from Silent Winds, Build Your Life Unseen, is its core idea. Talking doesn't build anything.
Right.
It's the quiet, often unseen work that actually, constructs your future. Our mission in this deep dive is basically to pull out those potent insights on how to focus, really focus in silence.
And then when?
And then, yeah, unexpectedly, win in public.
So what does this all mean for you, the listener? We're going to try and pull out the most practical, sort of actionable nuggets from this whole philosophy, helping you figure out how to harness this immense power of quiet consistency in your own life.
Moving from just wishing.
Exactly. From just wishing for a better future to actually undeniably winning it.
Okay, so let's start there.
Yeah, and this first idea, it really flips conventional wisdom on its head, doesn't it?
Hmm.
The book, it doesn't mince words. It basically throws down this blunt challenge. Close your mouth and get serious about your life.
Wow. Straightforward.
Totally. It's not about crafting some perfect elevator pitch for your plans. It's more like a profound internal decision to just stop the endless chatter, to stop wasting precious time and start behaving as if your life truly matters.
It's so easy to talk, isn't it? Sharing a goal gives you that immediate hit of validation, like a little burst of confidence.
Feels good for a second.
Right. But it delivers absolutely zero real-world results. This philosophy makes it clear. Genuine progress, it kicks off the moment you go quiet. When you stop broadcasting every intention and you start fixing things.
Fixing things.
Right.
Like what?
Well, that might mean waking up earlier, or ruthlessly deleting distractions from your phone, or simply buckling down and getting to the actual work. It forces us to ask, doesn't it? How much are we inadvertently trading real power for that fleeting comfort of someone else's approval?
That's a powerful challenge. Because, for most people, sharing goals feels like a good thing. For accountability, maybe, or support.
Sure, that's the common thinking.
But the source is crystal clear. You don't need permission. You don't even need applause from anyone. What you absolutely need is relentless focus.
Just focus.
Yeah. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your goals. Not your friends, not your neighbors, not even your family sometimes. You're building your life for you, not for others to sort of intellectually grasp or approve of.
Right, the world needs to see the transformation.
Exactly. See the transformation, not just hear about your intentions all the time.
And that's where this whole concept of power in silence really takes root, I think. It's a strength that grows almost exponentially when nobody's watching.
Why? Why then?
Precisely because you're no longer performing for validation. You're building this internal wellspring of self-trust, right? Untainted by external opinions or that constant need for applause. You genuinely grow by doing, not by telling. It prompts a really deep self-reflection, too. Are you genuinely using your time wisely, training your body, strengthening your mind? Or are you just scrolling through everyone else's highlight reels online, wishing for your own?
Okay, so step one is quieting that external noise. What does the actual work look like?
The work itself.
Yeah, the heart of this philosophy and what really resonated with me is the relentless, quiet consistency it demands. Day in, day out.
It's not sexy.
Definitely not flashy. It isn't exciting and probably won't make for viral content, but the source promises unequivocally that it works. It's about showing up with discipline, not waiting around for some elusive spark of motivation.
Right, not once a week.
Not once a week, but every single day.
And the material really dissects the common pitfall here, doesn't it? People crave the results, but they kind of recoil from the boring work.
Oh yeah, the grind.
They want to be seen, working hard, perform the role, but they often shy away from actually doing the hard, unglamorous stuff when no one is watching. The profound truth, this philosophy argues, is that life doesn't reward motivation nearly as much as it rewards consistency, even when it's uncomfortable or slow or completely lacking any external praise.
It's so true. I remember training for a marathon years ago. The glamour was all on race day, right? But the actual work, that was just endless, lonely miles in the dark.
Exactly. That's the unseen part.
And the material encourages you to build your rhythm, not copy someone else's. Maybe that means setting the alarm for some absurdly early hour Or maybe it's about ruthlessly cutting out time-wasting habits.
Whatever works for you.
Right. The real winners aren't the ones making the most noise online or anywhere else. They're the ones who just show up day after day, quietly getting better. You might see their transformation a year later, sure, but you don't see the 6 a.m. mornings.
Or the late nights.
Or the nights they chose work over comfort. They were doing it purely for themselves.
And this really forces us to confront the true source of our drive, you know? The text states a profound truth. You don't need a crowd to clap for you. You need a reason that keeps you going when it's hard.
But internal why?
Exactly. It's about cultivating a long-term vision, moving beyond that instant gratification of quick results, and being completely okay, genuinely at peace with not being noticed for a while.
It's tough in today's world.
It is. But your entire future, it argues, hinges on choices made when no one's watching. Like that one focus hour of effort daily. Seems small, but it can silently pile up to over 350 hours in a year.
Wow. And the book drives home a crucial distinction here, one that's often missed, I think. Motivation fades. Discipline doesn't.
Ah, yes. Big difference.
Motivation is a feeling. Discipline is a decision. This isn't about chasing some fleeting emotional high. It's about building these unbreakable habits and fiercely protecting your peace.
Protecting your focus.
Yeah, without ever feeling the need to explain your routine or your schedule to anyone. The genuine pride that comes from that consistent, unseen improvement that builds real, rock-solid confidence.
Not the flimsy kind.
Not the flimsy, fleeting kind you get from likes and praise online. That's temporary.
Okay, so taking all these threads, the quiet start, the consistency, where does it lead?
Well, the material then zeroes in on what feels like the ultimate pivot point, moving from a life spent proving yourself to a life of genuine purpose.
The shift.
This is where, the source suggests, real change starts to accelerate. The moment you authentically decide you just don't need external approval anymore.
And trying to prove yourself, it really traps you, doesn't it, in this endless cycle of seeking permission.
Constantly
Explaining, posting updates, chasing recognition. The source meticulously details how this actively slows you down. It fractures your focus. And it fundamentally shifts your motivation away from genuine personal growth towards simply being noticed.
So you trade progress for performance.
Exactly. You end up trading real progress for empty performance. It's actually fascinating how much energy people unwittingly waste just trying to be liked, rather than systematically building the future they genuinely desire.
Think of it like renovating your own house. Your goal isn't to explain every single plumbing decision to the neighbors, right?
Right. They don't need to know.
It's to fix what's broken inside your walls. This philosophy argues your personal growth is no different. It's an internal project, not some public performance.
And the world is full of talkers.
Totally saturated with talkers. Individuals obsessed with image over growth who are really addicted to just looking like winners. This challenges us, you, the listener, to stop trying so hard to be impressive and start focusing on being real and genuinely effective.
Asking the hard questions.
Yeah, prompting that honest question. Are your daily habits truly helping you get where you want to go? Or are they just part of the performance?
And this raises another important point.
Yeah.
What truly matters often looks utterly unremarkable from the outside.
Boring, even.
Yeah, boring. It looks like those solitary early mornings, or the uncomfortable decision to cut out some comfort, the deliberate sacrifice of now for later.
Requires clarity.
Absolute clarity, a ruthless defining of your core priorities, and then protecting them without compromise, without excuses. True strength, the material asserts, comes from that profound ability to stand alone and just push forward, even when there's zero applause.
You prove it to yourself.
Exactly. You prove it to yourself by simply showing up day after day and handling the setbacks. That's how you forge inner peace and unwavering confidence, by doing what's hard.
Okay, building on this idea of focused personal action. The material actually dedicates a whole section to the art of building habits without telling a single soul.
The silent habit building.
Yeah. This isn't about being secretive just for the sake of mystery. It's presented as one of the most powerful things you can do.
Why not?
Precisely because it keeps your focus sharp and your effort honest. You're not doing it for anyone else's reaction.
And the source offers a really compelling reason why sharing too early is so detrimental, right? It argues that people often break their own growth by announcing everything too soon.
How does that happen?
Well, getting praise for something you've barely begun can deceptively make it feel like progress has already been made, even when it hasn't. The motivation dips because you got the reward too early.
Ah, the dopamine hit without the work.
Pretty much. Habits are deeply personal. They truly solidify and become part of your identity when you cultivate them privately, through consistent, quiet repetition. Talking about a habit doesn't strengthen it.
Doing it does.
Doing it does. This whole approach protects your precious energy and cleverly sidesteps that insidious trap of needing external approval for every little thing.
It makes so much sense because early growth, like anything new, it's fragile, isn't it?
Very fragile.
The source notes that willpower is weakest right at the beginning, and sharing just invites unsolicited opinions, countless distractions, maybe even judgment.
Makes you worry about how things look.
Exactly. You start worrying about how things look instead of how the process feels. But when you keep it to yourself, you're not performing for an audience. You're just quietly showing up day after day.
Building self-trust.
That's it. It's how you build real self-trust. Believing in yourself because you've kept a promise to yourself, even when absolutely no one else noticed.
And this principle of quiet internal building, I think, it really shines when we talk about overcoming struggles too.
Handling the tough stuff.
Yeah. The material asserts there's an immense power in facing your hardest moments without needing others to carry the weight for you. True strength isn't outsourced. It's forged by looking inward, taking radical responsibility.
Controlling what you can control.
Controlling what you can, even if sometimes that's just your attitude in the face of adversity. Leaning too heavily on others, the book suggests, can inadvertently prevent you from building the profound resilience you actually need. Most significant growth, it argues, comes from those brutal moments when you desperately want to quit, but you choose to move forward anyway, letting the pain reveal what truly needs fixing within yourself.
It's about learning to talk to yourself differently, isn't it? In a stronger, more encouraging voice.
Being your own coach.
Yeah, being your own greatest champion when no one else is around. This fierce independence, this self-reliance, that becomes your unshakable foundation. The source practically urges you. Don't complain. Don't explain. Just keep moving.
Powerful, simple.
Every hard day survived adds layers of grit. Every silent win, however small, builds that incremental confidence. It's about letting the work itself be your ultimate teacher and sculptor.
Okay, so bringing all these pieces together now. The quiet start, the consistency, the internal focus, handling struggles.
Right. It culminates in this truly powerful idea. Let your results show what you've been doing.
The proof is in the pudding.
Exactly. This is the mindset of someone who just no longer needs to convince anyone with words or updates or, carefully curated posts. You simply work, you build, and you stay relentlessly consistent.
And the material makes it undeniably clear. Quiet action repeated consistently is what builds results that speak louder than anything you could ever say.
Louder than words.
Much louder. It systematically debunks this pervasive addiction we have to constant announcements, stating unequivocally that work, not talk, is the engine of real transformation.
Where does accountability fit in, then?
It says real, lasting accountability comes from within. From your own internal compass, not from the fleeting validation of a crowd. It really makes you consider how much mental energy are you preserving by simply not needing to prove or defend your routine to anyone.
That's huge. And this profound approach also advises us. Improve yourself in silence and trust your pace.
Trust your pace. Important.
Crucial. The world moves at a dizzying speed, right? And comparisons are constantly, relentlessly thrust upon us. But the only timeline that genuinely matters is your own.
Silence protects that.
Silence becomes your sanctuary. It protects your unique process, gives you crucial room to make mistakes and course correct without the harsh glare of public failure. And central to this, absolutely key, is the directive to stay focused on your path and ignore opinions.
Easier said than done sometimes.
Oh, for sure. The world is a cacophony of noise. People will question you, they'll doubt you, they'll fundamentally misunderstand what you're doing.
Yeah.
But the book says it's not your job to convince them.
What is your job?
Your job is to stay laser-locked on your own purpose.
Because opinions don't build skill, do they? And they certainly don't do the actual work. You do.
Right.
The source asserts that the moment you truly decide to take your life seriously, you will inevitably feel resistance, often from others who might, consciously or not, try to pull you back into their familiar orbit.
Keep you where you were.
Exactly. But by fiercely filtering what gets your attention and steadfastly refusing to let those external voices sway your focus, You build something undeniably real, something solid.
And what happens to those voices?
What's incredible is how those outside voices gradually get quieter the more committed you become to your own path. When you stop needing to prove anything and just focus on relentless action, the results eventually arrive.
Yeah, they speak for themselves.
They arrive with a strength and an undeniable clarity that your words never, ever could.
Which brings us to the ultimate vision this material offers, doesn't it? Win big without announcing a single move.
The silent victory.
The source frames this as the hallmark of true maturity and deep focus, observing that often the loudest individuals accomplish the least. Winners keep their work quiet. They let the results themselves deliver the unmistakable message.
And the reward is different.
Totally different. When you win in silence, the reward isn't primarily external validation. It's an internal triumph first. You're not seeking applause anymore. You're relentlessly chasing the high standard you set for yourself.
It's intrinsic motivation.
Exactly. This kind of success isn't about showing off. It's about the profound progress itself, the freedom it brings, the new options that open up, the unshakable confidence earned through that private, consistent effort. Your silence becomes your shield.
Protecting what you're building.
Yeah, powerfully protecting what you're building from any unnecessary interference or noise.
Wow. Quite a journey from just talking about goals.
It really is. So there you have it, a truly transformative deep dive into this philosophy of silent wins. It's just an incredibly powerful reminder, I think, that true lasting growth isn't really about the noise or the applause or tirelessly convincing anyone else.
No, it's not.
It's about the quiet, consistent, often completely unseen effort you pour in every single day.
And if we connect all these insights back to the bigger picture, the profound truth here seems to be this. Your actions, your disciplined habits, and your unwavering focus, all cultivated in the, absence of external validation. These are the most potent tools you possess for radical personal transformation.
The tools are internal.
They are. Your results will inevitably speak for themselves, far louder and way more authentically than any words ever could.
Which leaves us with a compelling final thought for you, the listener, to consider, maybe right now. What small, quiet action can you take today without breathing a word of it to a single soul?
Just one small thing.
Just one small thing. That would be a profound, decisive step towards the future you're so quietly, so diligently building.